Hey everyone, it's Holy Bell again, and today I'm going to do a review, or at least a mini review, of the Charge 2, which I recently got to replace my Charge. I didn't upgrade to the Charge HR because the Charge 2 does what the HR does, and it also does what the regular Charge is. That's why I waited and didn't get the Fitbit Alta or the Fitbit Flex 2. But the Fitbit Flex 2 was an attractive offer because you could take it for swimming, and I like to swim. But for right now, I'm just gonna wait until they maybe have a new version of the Charge 2 and see if they can probably make it waterproof. It says it's water resistant, but never trust it when it says water resistant. The only waterproof thing I have is my phone, which is a Galaxy S5, and so far that's been fine. I've done tons of crazy stuff where it survived water. But let's get on with the review. So I upgraded from the Charge, and the current Charge that I was using before I just recently upgraded was this little guy. And right now I'll show you a picture of what it's supposed to look like. And before this little guy, I had this. Now you can see there's a band-aid on it, and that was my only way of keeping it on because you can see it's coming off. That was a problem that the Charge has. After maybe, depending on how you use it, because I'd always make sure I take it off before a shower, washing my hands, it'll bubble off and the rubber band would come off. So this is my first Fitbit ever, and then this is my second after using the warranty. And Fitbit has an amazing warranty. I didn't get my Fitbit from their website. I got it from Ray on Black Friday a few years ago, and I asked them, is it still okay? And as long as it's an authorized retailer, you're fine. You're perfectly fine. But yeah, that's what those look like. That's the problem that they have. And now with the Charge 2, you can take this off. I haven't taken them off yet, but you can take these bands off and change them up. It's in a way appealing in a fashion sense, and at the same time it's also in a functional sense, so it doesn't bubble up like how it shows on the original Charge, because I've used tape, I've used band-aids, which was the obvious working solution for a while, and then eventually this one bubbled off, and every time I wanted to use it, I'd have to have pockets or put it in my book bag, which was annoying. I really wanted it as a watch, wearable fitness tracker, and then I got a pedometer instead. But it tracked well. At least that I know that now. It tracked well despite it being in my pocket in my book bag, and didn't like really overestimate or underestimate. It did a pretty good job for the most part. It's just I had to remember to put it in a pocket or inside my book bag, which is the problem. Now, as you can see, it has many different modes to it, and it's pretty interesting. The first window is obviously the default view, where you can see your steps, your heart rate, the miles, the calories that you've already burned throughout the day, the amount of floors, how many active minutes, and how many steps to your move 250 steps every hour goal is, because they have that movement reminder programmed into this now with the update. Also, it has on the other modes, it shows what type of cardio level your heart rate is in. It also shows what exercise you're possibly doing, because it seems to think that I'm always doing weights, but according to how you move, because like if you're doing curls, it's going to sense that move and say, okay, you're most likely doing some type of weight training. It has a stopwatch. It also has a breathing meditation mode, where for 2 minutes you breathe along with it, and it does calm me down a tad bit. And I've tried it, and it did calm me down. It did lower my heart rate just a tad, but I don't think it's something I'd like actively use, because I didn't buy it for that. I also have silent alarms activated. It also lets you show the battery. You can configure all this stuff inside of the the Fitbit app, and I have notifications on. The only thing is my mom has a African name, so for her it'll show unknown, but my best friend who has a Hispanic name, it'll show her name perfectly fine. And I just don't know why, even though all it has to do is just spell it out. But yeah, I've noticed that it may be underestimating my steps just a tad, but then I've only tried it out for about a week or so, so I still have to test it out and see how it's doing. But it's very responsive. Like, it took just to tap it to change it. With my charge, it'd have to, there's a little bit of a delay, but here it's just doing it automatically, and it's not counting it as a step, thankfully. Another thing about it, this is the box it comes in. You slide this off, has a little nice Fitbit insignia. When you open it, it's a pretty cool case that I'm probably going to keep. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but the Fitbit comes in here, rolled up. The box that has the charging cord, and the little tiny box that has the warranty and the setup instructions, or at least the setup link to the setup instructions online, goes here. Now, this was the charger for the Fitbit Charge. So it literally just docked in the back, like so, and then like so, and then you would plug into your computer, into a charger head. I've tried using this with a battery bank. A battery bank, but I have two of them. I have a really small, like, not lipstick size, but a small one you can just throw in your purse, and it'll, like, halfway charge your phone if you need that emergency charge. And it charges perfectly fine, but my, I think it's 16,000 something. It just for some reason won't continuously charge. So if you're using a battery pack to charge these, make sure you test it out if it can do like a continuous charge. Because for some reason I thought they were all the same. So it docks in like that, while you have this as the charger for the charge. It's a little bit long here. So as you can see, you have the button here, and you have the hole for the button so you can still access the menu, and then you just clamp it onto. And now these pins have to also match the pins on the inside. But as long as you put it on the right side with the button, you'll be fine. Then you do the same thing. You put it on a charger head, battery pack, and you're good to go. Mine charged, because it got to me dead, mine charged in about two and a half hours. It was really fast. This one, it's like 3 hours or so it charged, but it was old. It's an older version, and I've had this for about 2-3 years. So yeah. Also, I'm probably gonna get one of those standing chargers, because this, where you basically like just dock it onto here and it stands like a iHome stand of some sort, because this, I don't have much space to be dealing with this. I don't want to accidentally pull it and then it just, I don't want to break this basically. But the docking dongle, this is definitely a dongle. I don't know if it's called docking dongle. This is still the same with oh wow, come on guys. This is still the same with both of them, to like wirelessly sync them. And other than that, nothing much has really changed. The only problem I really have with this is it's really slow to sync. When I'm syncing it with the Fitbit app, it takes a bit. My charge would take maybe max 20 seconds, while this will take sometimes minutes. And I don't really understand why. It's a newer version and everything, and it's like, yeah. But yeah, I got this, I forgot to say, with the authorized retailer. Since I've already had a Fitbit and I know how much they can, like, kind of take for the most part, I got this on eBay. They had, like, a little coupon deal going on. But yeah, it's retailed at $149. I managed to get it with the eBay coupon, obviously, for $98. And yeah, good deal all around. But overall, I'd have to rate this, which ratings are probably not good. Overall, if I'd have to rate it on a scale of 10, it'd probably be a 8.5. Because I'm used to Fitbit, so I'm like, I'm okay with the experience that they give me. It's just that syncing thing is a big problem, honestly, for me, because it takes battery. It drains the battery on my phone because it's taking so much time just to sync when it shouldn't take that long. But yeah, other than that, ask me any questions about the Fitbit if you have any. I hope this is an okay video. I'm not really a reviewer, but I tried. I tried. Yeah, like the video if you think it's okay, and maybe subscribe. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.